Okay, this is Couples Therapy, Reflections of the Past.
That's where my dog sits.
And we deal with childhood issues, which I knew was going to be... Well, we saw the preview, so we kind of knew already, but nope. None for Pocket. We knew it was going to be a big... I mean, you knew Jen had problems. I mean, it's just been clear in her behavior that she's a lot of trauma in her past. I mean, you Trench did as well, because he mentioned it as well.
I like Jenna.
I do. I really like Jen a lot.
She's a pretty decent human being, it seems.
She is.
So is, what's his name?
Tretch.
Yeah.
I think I would like Dina and her boyfriend if we ever heard anything from them.
I don't care.
Like, but I think they would be good. Anyway, so we go into childhood trauma, childhood big issues. Juan Pablo had like a friend.
Let's talk about the biggest issue first. What's her name?
Nikki.
No.
Oh, that's Nikki.
That's Nikki?
Yeah. You haven't picked up the person who annoys you on the show. It's the same name as your wife.
Didn't get that. Good. She's an awful person.
Well, I mean, okay.
So, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
So, the thing is, I do feel for her in that they...
that she's an awful person.
That they asked her what her childhood trauma was. Like, I'm in the same boat. Like, what would I say? But the thing is, the big mistake she made is that if you're in a room with people who
you would be appropriate.
Right, exactly. Which is she doesn't have any sense of like...
You wouldn't be in a room full of people that are hurting going, oh, I just had a perfect life.
Like, she could just shut that down by just being like, I had a good childhood, but I was spoiled. And then stopped. Because everyone would be like, oh, phew, I made it through hers. But she just kept going and going. And what's funny to me is that Jenna... Her interviews are like my inner monologue on TV. Like whatever you're thinking in your head, Jen is saying in her interviews, and she just cracks me up. Yeah. I think kind of the sweetest interactions are how much Tretch gets Jenna and vice versa. I just think it's a nice thing because I mean you could tell like he gets it on a level that a lot of other people there don't. You know what I mean? Because he has. Of the stories we saw, which were pretty much just Tretch, Jenna, Juan Pablo, and his like best friend dating his ex as a kid. Like I didn't get where the pain. I'm sure it was really tough when you were a kid, but I remember there was a lot of stuff that was tough for me as a kid that I couldn't even remember now.
Yeah.
Because you just want to move on.
Yeah.
Okay, and
grow up.
But we didn't hear anything from anyone else. I was kind of interested in Evil Dick because I know we got those
kamikaze flies.
Yeah. Anyway, Jenna's story was awful. I don't even want to get into it because it was like I had a physical reaction to both her and Tretch's story. Like it was so
like people that do that horrible stuff should just be lined up and shot. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I mean,
it was just awful hearing about just the pain and all. You know, then it's like followed up by super awkward Nikki's like just going on and on and on about her childhood, and I'm like, do you need some like cultural awareness as to what's going on in the room and like
nobody cares.
Yeah, and then they do the whole anger thing, and once again Jenna and Tretch, it was like. I guess powerful would be the right word, and there were such strong emotions going on in that. So that was about the issue. What I think was funny is, and reasons why I really do like Jenna, is that she's totally honest in the sense that when she hears Nikki and Pablo having that fight, she flat out says, I'm going to go stir up some shit, and goes outside and tells Cicely what's happening. And she doesn't try to play it off as, oh, they needed to know. She just flat out says, this annoyed me, and I'm going to share this story, and I know it's going to cause trouble, and I don't care. And I'm like, I have to admit, I like that.
Yeah.
I find that, I wouldn't say entertaining, but at least I'm like, okay, well, okay, that's exactly what she did. She's certainly not a liar. So, I don't know. I'm now a Jenna Jameson fan in the...
Oh, that came out wrong.
It didn't come out. But I mean, as a person,
human being,
a human being, I would watch a reality show. I don't have any interest in her professional life.
She makes some other kind of reality shows, I've heard.
I have no interest in her professional work.
Okay, there you go.
But I as a person, she's someone who I would be actually interested in, like, meeting and get to know.
Man.
I'm gonna stop. Okay, bye.
Somebody just take that one frame where she says she likes Jenna Jameson's work and put that on a clip.
No.